Well, welcome back. How are you? I hope you had a great weekend. This is Janet with Janet and Patches. And today we're going to be trying to maybe make things a little easier for you. It's easy to say, I love you, I love me, I love me. But I think there needs to be laid a bit of a foundation that will help you understand that the main reason why you're having problems saying, I love me, is because all you're conscious of are all the bad things, the memories, the negative things that have happened to you, or the things that you did that you're not really proud of. And so today we're going to touch on how to deal with that negative past. And that way, once you learn this, you can start forgiving yourself. And then you'll be able to start loving yourself. Because right now, all you see is this self that is programmed that you're bad, you're not good enough, you're a failure, you're too fat, you're too old, or you're too young, you're not qualified. All of those are just negatives. And there's none of that in this celestial realm, in this benevolence that you came from. So let's deal with that. And by dealing with that is starting to learn that what are you conscious of? Your consciousness. What are your consciousness? What are you thinking of? What are your thoughts? Let's put it that way. What are you thinking of about yourself and about life in general? The Bible, which I feel like is one of the most mystical books around, before religion came in and really screwed it up, which really screwed us up because we believed what man said, what religion said, okay? Never mind what religion says. I don't care what your belief is. If it's religion, it's man-made. And that is going to be very conditional. You have to have this rule, you have to follow that, you have to do this, and you have to do that. No. In the spiritual realm, in the benevolence of who you really are, and the benevolence of God, there are no rules. It's you make up the rules. And when you realize that you are the benevolence of God, that you are this love of God, you're not going to do or want to do anything else than that which is good and loving and kind and patient. Because that's who you really are. That is your true nature. That's who you really are. This other stuff is a habit of thinking. It's a way, it's like this gerbil on a wheel that keeps going round and round, and you keep thinking the same thoughts. And you know what? In your life, then you keep having the same thing repeating in your life. So let's get back to the basics of bringing every thought captive. And so that means we're going to have to start taking some deep breaths and slowing things down so we can capture those thoughts. Oh, wait a minute, that was not a good thought I had about this person or about myself. I take that thought. You've got to take those thoughts, because those thoughts are energy and their frequency and their vibrations. And that is what Nikola Tesla and so many others have proven. Science and spirituality, not religion, true spirituality, have coming together. And they are proving through epigenetics, Dr. Joe Dispenza, and so many others, Einstein, as I have said before. So we got to slow down, because your mind is where your mind goes, your emotions go. So when your mind goes to this negative, I call it negative Nancy swamp, of I'm not good enough, this is the way life is, I'm sick, I've got cancer, and things like that, those are not thoughts of benevolence. Benevolence are thoughts of love, joy, peace, goodness, kindness, patience, wholeness, because your body was made to heal itself, and your body will heal itself and bring everything back into homeostasis if you allow it. If you allow it, you've got to bring those thoughts and who you are. And you are unconditionally loved. So let's go back and take those negative thoughts and those feelings. And you know what we have to do? You have to be conscious of it. And when you capture a thought that is not good and kind and loving towards yourself or other people, you go, wait a minute, I capture that thought. I take that thought. And I recognize that that is not me. That is now a memory. And I take that memory, I recognize you, I love you because you're showing me what I'm not. That is a thought. It shows you what you're not. You're not that negative failure thought. And I transmute you. I release it. I release it and transmute it into pure light. I know it sounds kind of really crazy, silly, childlike, but believe me, it really works. We have gone back through thousands and thousands of years of mysticism and the different religions, and it all comes down to realizing who you are. And you are the benevolence of God. You are a child of benevolence, of abundance. And where you put your consciousness, that is what you will attract to yourself. So you are living right now where your thoughts have been believing about yourself, either in you have a lot of prosperity, but because you don't know who you really are, inside there is this emptiness, there's this frustration, there's this hunger, and you keep going after just a bunch of hot air because it's not you. You could be down here in the poverty level, and you could be really, really happy with yourself, or totally, it doesn't make any difference where you are financially. But the bottom line is, where are you here? If you do not believe that you have the ability to change your thoughts, the perception of yourself, that's where it all starts. And you have to start by, I forgive myself and I forgive them, because it's not you. If you get offended and stuff like that, that's ego. That's ego. You know, your true self wants to let that go and get rid of it, because that's not you. It's kind of like you're dealing with this yin and yang. And when you feel this tightness and you feel this anger and this anxiety, that's not you. That is something inside of you that you need to learn to release. And you release it by saying, wait a minute, that thought and that feeling is not me. Okay, I recognize you, and I thank you. I love you because you show me who I am not. And I release you. That's energy. That's vibrations that you're transmuting now into releasing it so it has no power, into pure light. Sorry about that. But and that's what you do. You have to capture those thoughts, because all that negativity, that unforgiveness, those memories, those are all down inside of you. And that is what is causing this imbalance in your emotions and in your body. And that has to be released. And that is how you do it. You take that thought or those thoughts, you recognize it and you love it. And you recognize it and you say, but that's not me. These negative thoughts and feelings are there to show me who I am not. Because I am the benevolence. I am the unconditionally loved. And you release it and transmute those memories, you release it and let it go. Then when you say, I love you, I love me, I love me, I love me. If you can't do that, that's the reason why, because you're still programmed on this negative Nancy failure, I'm not good enough, anxiety, I've done some bad things, I've hurt people, all that stuff, let it go, because that's not you. That is a frequency vibration. As an energy that is captured in your body that you have pushed down all this time. So learn to let it go. Let it go when you get that anxiety, that anger, that impatience, that scritchiness in there. That's not you. That's not you. That is an old memory. That is an old frequency and vibration. That is a memory. That just recognize it. I love you. You show me what I'm not, and you release it and transmute it in pure light. And soon enough, you will be able to start saying, I love me. I love me. I love me. I love you, because when you love yourself, you're loving God. So I hope this helped. And until next time, I love you, and have a great week.